Should we start? Welcome to Age English by Edition, and today we are going to do Class 9 Literature. The title of the poem, Rain on the Roof by Kinney. Well, children, the present poem highlights the fact that rain brings to us maximum happiness. Even when we are in lost mood or we are in dream and so many fancies go on revolving in our mind, the rain gives us the ultimate bliss of nature. Well, the poet here emphasizes the fact that rain brings a quite relief to our mind. It is something, a source of joy for every one of us. The first stanza of the poem tells us that it is pleasant to be or to lie in bed and in a cottage and listen to the pitter-patter sound of the rain. In the second stanza, the tinkle of the rain brings dreamy fancies with bright hues of collection. In the third stanza, the fondest memory of the poet's mother is starred before him in all the gentle loveliness by the pattern of the rain. Well, the poem goes like that. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed. Now in the first stanza, the poet is just in his cottage and he's lying in a bed with the help of the pillow, and in his pleasant cottage he can listen to the pitter-patter sound of the rain. As soon as he hears the sound of the rain, pitter-patter sound of the rain, he gets the bliss, the ultimate joy of nature, and he experiences that all the melancholy and darkness in his life gets completely vanished. Every tinkle on the ceilings has an echo in the heart, and as soon as the rain falls and it makes a tinkling sound, it goes on echoing in the heart of the poet. A thousand dreamy fancies. The poet's mind is wandering with a thousand dreamy fancies at the time, and he starts recollecting the past memories and starts, weaving those air thread-like memories in his heart. And then he starts listening to the pattering of the rain upon the roof. Now he realizes when a memory comes of his mother, and that memory of his mother gets stirred in his heart, and with all the gentleness, with all the loveliness by the pattern of the rain. So the poet recollects his mother while listening to the sound, pitter-patter sound of the rain, sitting in his cottage. And he listens to refrain which is played upon the ceilings by the pattern of the rain. The beautiful sound that he is hearing from the pitter-patter sound also makes him remind of his mother, Thus we can realize that the rain on the roof is going to manifest or going to exhibit the bliss of joy, the bliss of happiness of nature. Let us now go through some important points in the poem. The poet is lying in his bed. What is the poet doing in this poem?
Lying in his bed.
He is lying in his bed. Well, now all of you say, what kind of sound he is hearing? Pitter-patter. He is hearing the sound pitter-patter. Then what happens suddenly? Tell me. Suddenly the quietness of the environment disappears. Bulu. Suddenly the quietness of the environment disappears and it starts raining. The rain on the roof creates beautiful sound echoing in his heart. What does the rain on the roof do? The rain in the roof starts creating beautiful sound. Echoing in the heart of the poet. And the poet starts remembering of his mother. What does the poet do? Tell me. He starts remembering of his mother. Am I right? He starts remembering of his mother. And then this memory of his mother, as his mother is no longer alive, makes him sad. When he starts remembering his mother, the memory of his mother makes him sad. The memory of his mother makes him sad. What makes him sad? Tell me.
The memory of his mother.
The memory of his mother makes him sad. And then the sound of the rain appears to be an ultimate bliss to the poet, an ultimate happiness to the poet. What appears to be an ultimate happiness to the poet? Tell me. What appears to be an ultimate happiness to the poet? Tell me.
The sound of
The sound of the rain appears to be an ultimate bliss to the poet, an ultimate joy to the poet, ultimate joy to the poet. Now, some question answers. Let's do some question answers. Here are some brief questions. The first question, what is an ultimate bliss for a poet in this poem? The poet loves the sound of the rain, pitter-patter sound of the rain. Say like that. The poet loves the pitter-patter sound of the rain. The poet loves the pitter-patter sound of the rain. Am I right?
Yes.
And that also reminds him of his mother. He thinks it is a joy to hear the sound of the rain on the roof. He lies in his cozy bed and enjoys the music of nature. It is really an ultimate bliss to the poet. It is really an ultimate bliss to the poet. Question 2. What shows that the poet loved his mother? Yes, Manish, the poet loved his mother. He remembers her when he lie down on a cozy bed to enjoy the sound of rain. He recollects the memory of his mother. He recollects the memory of his mother lying in the bed in his cottage. And it appeared to him as if she was fondly recollecting the memory of her son. It also appears to the poet that perhaps his mother is also remembering her child. So both, the son remembering the mother at the time, and the mother appears to be remembering the child. So it is a kind of old memory getting refreshed in front of the poet's eyes. It is like old memory, say like that. It is like old memory getting refreshed in front of the eyes of the poet. When does the thousand dream fancies begin to weave in the poet's mind? When the poet is in his cottage, lying on the bed, a thousand dreamy fancies memory start wandering into his mind. When the poet lie down in his bed, a thousand fancies memory start coming into his mind. When does the dreamy fancies start wandering into his mind? When the poet is in his cottage, lying in the bed, a thousand fancy and dreamy memories start wandering into his mind. And then what happens? He starts recollecting his mother. Do you like rain? Yes, of course we like rain. What do you do when it rains? Certainly we enjoy listening the pitter-patter sound of the rain. When it rains heavily, we always stay inside and listen to the beautiful music of nature. Okay, then the last two questions. How does the memory of poet's mother haunt the poet? The memory of poet's mother really haunts the poet, because as soon as the poet hears the pitter-patter falling of the rain on the roof, he starts remembering his mother. The memory has been haunting him quite often, like every darling dreamer. His mother is no more now. Now, the poet's mother is no more alive. So whenever the poet hears the pitter-patter sound of the rain, he feels the fondness. He feels the fondness of his mother. Looking at him. It appears that his mother was looking at him. And therefore, the poet starts little bit sad, becoming little bit sad. And he gets saddened. He remembers her while writing his Song of Rain. The poet remembers his mother while writing his Song of Rain. When does the poet remember his mother? While writing his Song of Rain. How does the poet enjoy the patter of the soft rain lying in his cottage chamber? The poet enjoys lying in his cottage chamber. He watches the humid shadows hovering the starry sky. He feels the melancholy darkness greatly weeping the form of raindrops. Pressing his pillow, he is listening to the patter of the soft raindrops falling on the roof of the cottage. And that is how the poet recollects his mother. What finds an echo in the poet's heart and what starts weaving in his mind? When the drops of rain fall on ceilings, they make a tinkling sound. What kind of sound they make? A tinkling sound. Say like that. When the drops of rain fall on ceilings, they make a tinkle sound. They make a tinkling sound echoes his heart. 1,000-old memories weave their air threads into pattering sounds. Lying in his bed, the poet is listening to the pattering sound of the rain falling on the roof. Falling on the